Akeem, welcome to the Rio Grande Valley. Bit of a hot summer. How are you acclimating to the weather early on, man?
It's coming along. It's different type of heat. People said it's gonna take you what 2-3 weeks to get acclimated. So I'm trying to just get used to it as much as possible. Stay hydrated, and um, yeah, it'll take time, but hopefully sooner rather than later. So.
So you are come from a Western Conference team
Hmm.
to another Western Conference team where the middle portion of the table all the way down to like near the bottom of the portion.
Hmm.
In a span of 2 weeks, everything can be flipped because the teams you see in the middle can be in the bottom, and the teams at the bottom can be near the top. Right now, this Western Conference, it's all sorts of craziness. But for you as a pro, just how do you take that situation and try to move along with it?
I kind of use the experience of last year with the Roots, what we did last year, and kind of how people wrote us off late in the year, and then just like you mentioned, how things flipped quickly. We somehow found our way into the playoffs, and then which I believe can happen here at RGV. We're on the cusp on the outside, but we're no more than what I believe 3-4 points off, with games in hand of teams ahead of us, as well as direct matches against them. So like it's all about how you kind of finish the season, not how you start it. You can come on strong in the beginning, but if you can't maintain it for the matches, then it doesn't really matter. I think we're still in a good spot. Just like you mentioned, it's open, and just keeping that in mind and keep working as a team and kind of know that the window is still open. It's not closed yet. So.
And for you as a defender, one of your biggest strengths is your speed. How do you want to use that to your advantage with the system that's already here and set in the Rio Grande Valley? How do you want to use that?
So yeah, just like I mentioned, I guess one of my strong points is my speed. I also use versatility as that as well, but I like how the wingers are kind of inverted and they stay inside. So I hope to be getting around the edges a bit more and overlapping, and because a lot of production that I've seen from the team playing against and watching, a lot of production crosses and things like that come from the outside backs, and that's kind of the modern way football's played. And so being able to do that and provide that for the team is my goal. And if I'm going to use my speed to do it, then I'll use it.
And for you being one of the newer elements of the team, what's going to be key for you the rest of the way as the team tries to find that late push to try to make that a pull run?
So personally, me, it's just getting, for the first couple weeks, is learning about my teammates, learning what the coaches want, learning how we want to do it, but at the same time having an understanding as a team of urgency, because you can blink in the season, you have 5-6 games left. So it's kind of just approaching it with a sense of urgency, as well as like an understanding of, okay, we know what we need to do. There's been identity that's been created already, and now it's just basically executing. That's what it comes down to. Is if you can execute better than other teams, then you'll have a better chance of winning the game. So.
On Sunday, it's a very important game because the team has struggled a little bit here at home. What's going to be the key for RGV FC to try and get those 3 important points and put itself right in the middle of the race once again?
So the main focus is 3 points, especially at home at any time. But also just understanding and making this place a fortress, making this place where people don't want to come, not just because of the heat, just because they don't want to play us as well. And so adding that aspect to it, and hopefully being a good match on Sunday with 3 points, can kind of show people that, okay, they're starting to get a grasp, a foothold, and once you make your home a fortress, then it makes it way easier to get results.
And with your familiarity with the Western Conference, just how dangerous of a threat is Las Vegas this season, having that you already seen them at least once in Oakland, and they have to come down here and they have to be fighting these tough elements as well.
So 2 things on that, like their weather over there is somewhat similar heat-wise, but not, they have dry heat, so they'll be acclimated to heat, but potentially not humidity. Also, the second fact of the toss-up who we'll be playing against, in a sense, because they're affiliated with LAFC. So every other week they may have academy players playing or first team players. So it's kind of just figuring out who will be playing, but as well as not worrying about that too much and just focusing on who we are and what we're trying to build, because they change a lot in different aspects. But this league is so open and anyone can be anyone on any day. So everyone should be respected, and so we'll do that as well. But we're also trying to win. So.
Thanks so much.